Alright, so what is going on YouTube? It is Cash coming to you guys with another banger video, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff. In today's video, we're going to be showcasing the top 5 sneakers that you should get for back to school, because I know school is coming around, man. I ain't gonna lie, I start school August 4th. This is my junior year, which I'm super excited about. I cannot wait. Also, I want to thank the Cash family. You guys know who you are, for supporting. We're almost on the road to 200 subscribers. I've been doing this YouTube stuff for about 3 months, and you guys have been showing me nothing but content, love, and support, man. So I do want to thank you guys. So with all that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get into these top 5 shoes for back to school, and I'm gonna go ahead and see you guys on the flip, man. Let's go. Alright guys, so quick disclaimer, every single shoe that is in here is under $200. Now I'm not gonna lie, I know $200 might be a lot for people, so you know what I'm saying, you just get what you can afford, but I'm just trying to show you guys some cheaper alternatives or better quality, cheaper shoes, as I can say, that you guys can get for back to school that won't be super expensive and that will last you a very, very long time, man. So let's go. Alright, so the first shoe is the ASICS Gel 1130. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is the first shoe. In my opinion, I'm not gonna lie, these shoes, I only got these for $100, and these shoes have lasted me a very, very long time. Now ASICS does have great colorways like this, and these right here, and I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, these shoes are very, very comfortable as well. You know what I'm saying, you can probably play basketball in these, you can run in these. People actually use it for track. They used to use these to like run track and stuff like that, but now it's a trend, and I'm not gonna lie, these are some very cool shoes. So I think these ASICS right here would be a great alternative, especially to some Balenciagas or something like that, because everybody don't want to spend $1,000 on Balenciagas, or you know what I'm saying, go the route and get some replica stuff. So this right here you can get very, very affordable, and you can get, you know what I'm saying, them in very, very cool colors too. Like, I think this shoe, in my opinion, one of my favorite shoes. I've worn this a handful of times, and I'm not gonna lie, these shoes really did last me a very, very long time, and they still are lasting me. Now me personally, with these shoes, I would recommend you go to the size. That's just me personally. I will go to the size. Now if you don't want to go to the size, just get what fits you. But for me, I go to the size. I am a size 12, and I loose lace mine, but you can lace them however you want to, man. So this is the first shoe, man. On to the second shoe. All right, man, so the next shoe is some Nike Dunks. Man, I'm not gonna lie, this is not my favorite colorway, but I also do own like a couple other pairs of Dunks too. Like I have the Pandas, I have the gray ones, and I have these as well. But I'm not gonna lie, these shoes are very, very cheap and affordable, and also I feel like they look pretty good. I think the Dunks wave is a nice wave, you know what I'm saying, to follow. Like, people don't really wear Dunks anymore like they used to, but in my opinion, I feel like these Dunks can take you a long way. Now this colorway, maybe not. Now I did get this colorway for Christmas, and I like the shoes. You guys can see the shoes look really cool to me, but if you don't like them, I mean, they have a bunch of other colors. Like, for example, like I said, the Panda, which is basically black and white. Now I know that they're super, super simple, but you know what I'm saying, I just feel like these shoes, you know what I'm saying, are some very, very good shoes. Like, I've had my Panda Dunks. I can actually show you guys really quick. I've had my Panda Dunks for like about 4 or 5 years now, and this is what they look like. And even though I gotta clean them, they're yellowing a little bit, but I've had these for so long, and they've been here for a long time. Like, they have creases and stuff in them, but they literally have stayed with me for a long time. For my next shoe that you should get for back to school is definitely some Dunks, man. Let's go ahead and get to the next shoe, man. Let's go. All right, man, so the next shoe is some Air Force Ones. Now, as you guys can see, my Air Force Ones are cooked. Dang, was my camera blurry this whole time? I realized my camera was kind of blurry, so like I just had to fix that really quick. That's insane. Like, I had some on my camera, I didn't even know. But anyway, man, like I said, these are cut beyond measures. But like I said, a fresh pair of forces can never go wrong. Always size down, because these shoes are actually always big, but some forces will always do the job. I feel like any white sneaker is definitely gonna do the job. If it's a white sneaker and it looks cool, then get it. If you can't, then go with the forces. These are only $110 as well. They used to be $90. I remember when it was $90, but they did go up in price, but still, this is not bad. And also, if you are a Nike member, you can get these on sale for like anywhere from like $60 to like maybe $90. They have sales on Nike, so always check them out. But man, with all that being said, let's go ahead and get to the next sneaker, man. Let's go. All right, man, so for the next shoe, we got the Air Jordan 3. Now, I'm not gonna lie, these are kind of cooked. I need to like clean them and stuff like that. I've had these for a little minute. This is actually my comfortablest Jordan that I've ever owned in my life. I feel like some Jordan 3s around $150 to $200. If you're willing to spend $200 on a shoe, definitely recommend getting the Air Jordan 3. If you want to get them for cheaper, definitely check Nike, the Nike outlets, and also go to like Hibbett Sports and stuff like that, because they have sales a lot of times, especially for back to school. These are the cement grays. You gotta also look for the general releases. So if you find a shoe that's gonna release these over and over and over again, that's the type of 3 that you want to get, because I'm not gonna lie, they're cheaper, and in my opinion I feel like the leather quality is way better. But this is the Jordan 3, nothing too crazy. We got the red Jumpman right here, you know, the white laces with the cream right here, then we got the gray right here, then we got the back tab with the black and white, then the elephant print right here. And I just think this is a good shoe, you know what I'm saying? I don't have any complaints with this shoe. This shoe is an amazing shoe, man. So on to the last and final shoe that we have is the Nike Initar, man. Now there is a controversy about this shoe. Some people like it, some people don't like it, but people think these are off-brand ASICs. Some people say that these are cool. I'm not gonna lie, I don't wear them a whole lot, but these are only like $70. These are a very cheap alternative to ASICs. If you don't want to spend that $100 or that $110, you can definitely get these at Academy Sports. That's where I got these, and they were only $65. But also it just ranges, you know what I'm saying, depending on what colorway you like. Also, I have another pair of them. I have a brown pair as well. But I'm not gonna lie, these shoes definitely have lasted me a long time, and I wear these shoes a good amount. I wear my brown pair more because my brown pair just goes with a lot more things. These don't go with as much as I thought it would, but I'm not gonna lie, these are some nice shoes, man. So also, I actually have some honorable mentions that I'll go ahead and go over really quick too, just to give you guys kind of some more options if you guys do not like these shoes. Alright, man, so for the first honorable mention shoe, I have the Air Jordan 1 OG High or an Air Jordan 1 Mid. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I like to lace my Jordan 1 like this. People might say, oh, this is weird, don't lace your Jordan 1s like that, but I just like the way that these look. I put my jeans over this. So if you cannot get an OG High Air Jordan 1, you can definitely get an Air Jordan 1 Mid, which I actually have a couple pairs of Air Jordan 1 Mids. Do I wear them a lot? No, but I'm not gonna lie, if you cover your pants over the tongue, or like you have baggy pants and wear it over them, nobody's gonna tell. So you can definitely get some Air Jordan 1 Mids. They do have some decent colorways. When it comes to Air Jordan 1 Highs, they normally have sales because they don't sell a lot. Like, for example, the Air Jordan 1, I think they were Chicago's or one of those pair of shoes. They literally sat on shelves, and they probably are still sitting. So, you know, if I could find a pair, y'all hit me up, you know what I'm saying? Where these were Jordan on the X, were Jordan on the box. I don't remember what they're called. Picture be right here. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think they're Chicago's, but I could be wrong. Or like a bread toe. I don't even know. But they're just fire. I just feel like Jordan 1s are definitely a move for this back to school. They will definitely last you a long time, and I feel like if you take care of them, then they can really take you far, man. So on to the next honorable mention. Alright, man, so the next honorable mention is the Van. Now, I'm not gonna lie, people say Vans are out of style. People were wearing the new school Vans, which are right here. I'm not gonna lie, I like the OG Vans better. And people might not like this, but I'm not gonna lie, Vans are super cheap. Like, you can go anywhere and get them for under $50. The new school Vans are kind of going out of style. I like the Vans, I'm not gonna lie, man. Now, with these Vans right here, you can tell them a lot of things. I know Vans may be out of style, but I still like them. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, if you like something, don't stop liking what you like because the wave or because the trend. Because guess what, man, when you're dressing for yourself, not for nobody else, guys. So remember that. I personally like the Vans, and I like the ones with the comfy insole, you know what I'm saying, the comfy cushion Vans. I like those. But you know what I'm saying, that is how I feel about the Vans. On to the last and final shoe. Let's go. All right, for the last and final shoe, I have some Crocs. People say, oh yeah, Crocs. Y'all cannot sleep on Crocs. Crocs are some good shoes. Like, I wouldn't recommend you getting this for like your everyday shoe. I definitely recommend having a pair of Crocs in your back to school rotation, only because these shoes are very comfortable, and if with some sweatpants or some shorts, you can slip these on. I also have some more pairs of Crocs, but these ones, I also have a black pair as well. Crocs are just very underrated. I feel like with some sweatpants or some shorts, you know what I'm saying, a cool little calm outfit, Crocs will not go wrong, man. So these are all the shoes. Now let's go ahead and get to the outro, man. Let's go. Alright, man, so these are my top 5 back to school affordable shoes that you guys can get for this school year. I hope that this guide kind of helped you guys out, and I hope that you guys, you know what I'm saying, take what I say in consideration. Now, you do not have to get any of these shoes that I'm showing you guys, but I just hope that, you know what I'm saying, you can take inspiration from my opinion and everything like that, man. I hope that you guys have a great back to school year. I did do a back to school vlog part 1, so, you know what I'm saying, I did do a little back to school shopping today, you know what I'm saying, kind of wore me out. I ain't even gonna lie. But you feel what I'm saying, man. That's basically it. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. Thank you guys, cash fam, like I said, for everything that you guys are doing. I'm on the road to 200 subscribers, man, and we are getting lit, man. So all that being said, peace out, homie. Stay blessed, man. I'm out of here. Let's go.